Moana, Disney Read-Along, Storybook, and CD. In the beginning, there was only ocean, until an island emerged, the mother island, Te Fiti. Her heart had the power to create life itself, and she shared it with the world. But in time, some began to covet Te Fiti's heart. They thought if they possessed it, the power of creation would be theirs. And one day, the most brazen of them all voyaged across the vast ocean to take it. He was a demigod of the wind and sea, a shapeshifter, a trickster, a warrior who wielded a mighty magical fishhook, and his name was Maui. In the village of Motunui, a group of small children gathered around Grandma Tala, listening to her tale. Without her heart, Te Fiti began to crumble, giving birth to a terrible darkness. Maui tried to escape but was confronted by another who sought the heart, Te Ka, a demon of earth and fire. Maui was struck from the sky, never to be seen again, and his magical fishhook and the heart of Te Fiti were lost to the sea. Grandma Tala spoke of a terrible darkness spreading through the land. Her words frightened the children, and they burst into tears. But Moana, the chief's daughter, was not scared. Grandma went on, "But one day, the heart will be found by someone who will journey beyond our reef, find Maui, deliver him across the great ocean to restore Te Fiti's heart and save us all." Just then, Chief Tui appeared. Hearing the children's cries, he tried to comfort them. "No one ever needs to go outside our reef. We are safe. There is no darkness, there are no monsters." While Chief Tui soothed the other children, young Moana slipped down to the beach. She was reaching for a beautiful shell at the edge of the water when she spied some large seabirds attacking a baby turtle. Moana hurried to help the turtle reach the water's edge. Suddenly, the ocean waves beckoned Moana. Giggling, she stepped forward as the ocean played with her hair. Following the water away from the shore, Moana noticed a small stone with a strange spiral on it. She had just grasped the object when her father called her name. "Moana!" The ocean quickly whisked Moana back to the sandy shore. As she landed, the stone fell from her hand. Tui picked up Moana. "Oh yes, you are the next great chief of our people, and you will do wondrous things." Moana took her father's hand and they turned toward the village. Behind them, unseen, Grandma Tala quietly plucked the half-buried stone from the sand. Years passed. As Moana grew into a teenager, her father worked to prepare her for the time when she would become chief. One day, he asked her to lead a council meeting. Moana was surprised to learn that the villagers' crops were dying and there were no more fish in the lagoon. Moana wanted to help her people. Chief Tui had forbidden anyone from going beyond the reef, but Moana thought perhaps they would find fish out in the open sea. Tui grew angry. "No one goes beyond the reef." Later that day, as Moana watched the fishermen, she tried to think of a way to help. She didn't want to disobey her father, but she knew in her heart their best chance was to go past the reef. "There's more fish beyond the reef. There's more beyond the reef." Grabbing a boat, an oar, and her pet pig Pua, Moana set sail. She had not gone far when a large wave knocked into her boat, destroying it. Pua and Moana tumbled into the water and were washed ashore. As Moana lay in the sand, discouraged, Grandma Tala appeared. Moana told her that her father was right. It seemed she wasn't meant to venture beyond the reef. With a mysterious smile, Grandma Tala led Moana to a hidden cave. Moana was confused. "What's in there?" Grandma handed Moana a torch. the answer to the question you keep asking yourself. Who are you meant to be? Go inside, bang the drum, and find out. Moana entered the cavern. She could hardly believe her eyes. It was full of beautiful ancient boats. Moana climbed into the largest boat in the cavern. A log drum sat on the deck. Curious, she hit the drum. The boat's sails seemed to come to life. Moana could feel her ancestors crossing the sea in search of new lands. Moana was amazed at the incredible discovery. We were voyagers. Why'd we stop? Grandma Tala explained that the ships had stopped coming back when Maui stole the heart of Te Fiti. To protect their people, the ancient chiefs had forbidden any more voyages. But now the darkness that Maui had awakened had begun to spread across their land. Grandma Tala gently pressed the heart of Te Fiti into Moana's hand. It was the stone the ocean had given Moana all those years before. Grandma Tala smiled. The ocean chose you. Moana had to do something. After racing back to the village, she burst into a council meeting. We can save our island. We were voyagers, and we can voyage again. Chief Tui was mad. He wished Moana would forget about the ocean. Just then, a messenger brought terrible news. Grandma Tala was ill. Moana hurried to her side. Grandma Tala urged her granddaughter to find Maui. Follow the fish hook, and when you find Maui, you grab him by the ear and you say, I am Moana of Motunui. You will board my boat, sail across the sea, and restore the heart of Te Fiti. Go. Moana knew Grandma Tala was right. She took a boat from the cave and boldly set sail. At dawn, Moana discovered a stowaway. It was Hei the rooster. When Hei saw the water, he panicked. Moana laughed. The ocean is a friend of mine. That night, a violent storm hit. Rocked by the waves, Moana's boat crashed on an island. Moana and Hei had landed on Maui's island. Moana tried to give her speech, but Maui cut her off. He was not interested in Moana. He was focused on something else. Boat! A boat! Moana tried to tell Maui that he must go with her. I'm here because you stole the heart of Te Fiti, and you will board my boat and sail across the sea and put it back. But Maui would not listen. Instead, he used his tattoos to show Moana his great achievements, like bringing fire to mortals, lassoing the sun to make days longer, and even creating coconuts. Maui wanted to leave the island. He trapped Moana in a cave and set sail in her boat. Moana escaped and swam toward Maui, but she couldn't catch up with him. Suddenly, the ocean lifted her onto the boat. Maui was stunned. Did not see that coming. The demigod tossed Moana into the water, but the ocean kept returning her to the boat. Moana held up the heart of Te Fiti. I am Moana of Motunui, and you will restore the heart. Maui backed away. That is not a heart. It's a curse. If you don't put it away, bad things are going to come for it. Just then, a huge spear slammed into the boat. Maui looked around. Kakamora, murdering little pirates. Suddenly, a group of small feisty warriors wearing coconut armor boarded the boat. In the confusion, the heart of Te Fiti fell from Moana's necklace, and Hei ate it. One of the Kakamora picked up Hei. Grabbing her oar, Moana raced after him. She knocked pirate after pirate out of her way. Finally, she whacked the thief over the head and took back Hei, who coughed up the heart. Quickly, Moana and Maui raced away.